Okay, here's why so many people feel unfulfilled or stuck in their career and what to do about it. One of the reasons is when you actually find yourself in a situation where you're stuck or you're unfulfilled with your career because you're kind of working against your personality, your energy, so how you operate best, it feels big. And I'm not invalidating this because it is energy draining and it feels like such a huge problem. And therefore, when we hear of small fixes, small shifts, like 1% shifts, we're not even trying, because it was just like, you know what, my problem is this big and this is the small solution. And that's actually where we get stuck, because it's not gonna be, sometimes yes, it's gonna be fireworks, but more often than not, it's this like consistent 1% changes and those small gradual actions in how we show up in our careers. That's what make a difference. It's as simple as setting an intention. Like, I can give you one example from my life. When I'm working on like a huge projects that are like many months in the making, I sometimes feel so overwhelmed, even though I've been doing it for years. And you know what helps me? Taking a step back and setting an intention, being like, you know what, okay, this is overwhelming, but for the next 1 hour, I am going to be my most focused, productive self. That's it. It takes me 1 minute to take a deep breath and set this intention, and more often than not, I am really able to move this project, whatever I'm working on, forward. And when I first heard this advice to set intention before working, I was like, no way it's gonna work. But then I thought, you know what, I have nothing to lose. Let me try it. And it works. And that's the thing. And that's what I would like to invite you to today in this video, is to don't underestimate those small shifts. Like, what do you have to lose? It will take you 5 minutes to do those small changes. So just do them and see what do they amount for. And that's actually how I work in mentoring. We really dissect and go really granular on your workday, how you run these meetings, how you approach this project, and look, okay, what is a small shift we can make to make it work better for you, for your lifestyle, for your energy, for your strengths and personality. And, after weeks, like when you really add up those small changes, it's just so surprising where you find yourself. Because that's the thing, like, it may seem insignificant, but it really adds up in time. Like, you see it in investing, and you see it in so many different parts of your life. So don't disregard it, and let me know what's the small action that you will take this week. And don't forget to follow and subscribe for more advice.